As climate change has risen to the forefront of public consciousness, many governments and institutions have begun to focus on the sustainability of their actions. At McMaster, we have recently signed the Okanagan Charter, an agreement that focuses on human and environmental well-being both locally and globally. In 2017, McMaster also published a new strategic mandate agreement for the next 4 years. The first directive listed in this document is student focus, the third access and equity, and fifth innovation, economic development and community engagement, all areas tied to sustainable submission standards. Currently, there is little consistency on amount of printing between courses. To satisfy course and professor requirements, the average second-year student prints 10 sheets of paper per semester. This assumes they do not print any other notes, course packs, or lab manuals for each course. This also doesn't take into account whether hard copy course outlines are distributed, the length of exams for a course, and whether anything just listed is double or single-sided. Some students report entirely online submissions, while others are required to print upwards of 60 pages. With the aims of student focus and access and equity in our strategic mandate, professors should consider greater use of the technological infrastructure already in place for electronic submissions. This would be more financially accessible for students, more secure, and more sustainable. Additionally, sustainable submission standards are easy to implement. So, what are sustainable submission standards, you ask? Essentially, any standards that are in place to reduce paper, ink, and energy waste, which reduce costs and increase access for students. When asked in fall of 2017 if they would support the implementation of sustainability standards in their courses, 84% of science students said yes, 12% said maybe, and only 4% said no. How can you implement sustainable standards in your course? There are guidelines already laid out by the McMaster Academic Sustainability Programs Office, which outline various levels of sustainable standards that aim to reduce waste and help courses operate more sustainably. Platinum entails entirely electronic submissions. Gold, silver, and bronze all require double-sided printing and selection of 1, 2, or 3 sustainable practices. For each level, there are pre-written ambles to easily be inserted in course outlines. To learn more, visit the project resources page at asp.mcmaster.ca. No matter the course focus, assignments, or practices, there are varying standards to suit any subject or professor's preferences, such as more electronic submissions, using sans serif or smaller fonts, decreased spacing or margins, more online resources, not including a title page, or double-sided handouts and assignments. Let's set a sustainable precedent for McMaster for the future.